I need to replace the fuel filter on my Ford Ranger, so I went down to Walmart and picked one up. It was pretty pricey at $8.74 plus tax, but I went ahead and bought it because it was a necessary part of my tune-up. This type of fuel filter uses what Ford calls a quick disconnect fuel line, and it doesn't require any traditional tools, but it does require a specialty tool that you'll probably only use once in your lifetime. And because I'm generally against wasting money on tools that I'll only use once in my life, I've decided to try to fabricate something to remove this old filter without that special device. The way the quick disconnect fittings work is the fitting slides on over this fuel filter, and there's some clips that hook on the back side of this ridge right here. So the tool that you're supposed to buy slides in from this direction and releases the clips so that you can remove the fuel line. To manufacture my own, I'm going to sacrifice a Sharpie, specifically the cap. The tool I'm about to fabricate needs to be a very specific length, so I need to get that length under here by the fuel filter. First, I need to remove these safety clips from the fuel line, and I need my tool to be just a little bit shorter than the exposed portion of fuel line right here on the filter. So I'll take my pen cap, put it right here, and mark. This will probably be the last mark that this pen ever makes. So that mark right here is how long the tool needs to be. So I'll take it in the shop and cut the cap to that length. Now back in the shop, I'll put this cap in the vise and cut it the proper length. And that's what I have created. It's just a little plastic tube of about 3/4 of an inch length. The last step in creating the tool is to just cut a slit right down the middle, and that's so it can slide over the fuel line. Next, go under the truck with your newly constructed tool, a pair of pliers, and a positive attitude, and slip the tool onto this fuel line right here. So now that little tube is on the fuel line. Slide it into this fitting right here. Here's a closer view for you. And the next step is to push this tool that we made into this fitting to release the clips that are retaining this fuel line. Now as I take my pliers and press the plastic into here, I'm also going to be pushing the fuel line here toward the fuel filter to take the pressure off of those clips. So I'll push the fuel line this way, push the clip that way, and it should come off. Make sure you release the fuel pressure before attempting this. And it's released, but I don't really want to get gas on my camera, so and that's how you remove the fuel line from a Ford quick disconnect equipped vehicle with nothing more than a Sharpie cap. I thought it might be helpful to show you what the inside of that fuel line looks like so you'll know what you're dealing with. It's got these little clips on it, and that's what you need to release to get the fuel filter off. There's one there, and there's one there. I think there's one there too. So there's 3 little clips that hold that fuel filter on, and those are what need to be released to take it off. I've got the fuel filter down now because it's easier to take the second fitting off with it hanging like this. I'll reinstall my tool. And just push the tool up into the fitting. To reconnect the fuel filter, you just snap it back in and it locks into place. And that's how to disconnect a Ford fuel line with just a sacrificial Sharpie. Thanks for watching.